Sigamos.
Ration the
and
Lord,
called out in a
and
loud
called
voice
in the
in the
Lord
language
ways
of Judah.
and Judah.
Hear the words of the
Kings
great
of
king, the king of
the
Assyria.
king of Syria,
Thus says the
the
king,
says king,
do not let
should
Hezekiah
like
deceive you, for he will not be able to deliver you. Do not let Hezekiah make you trust in the Lord by saying, the Lord will surely deliver us. This city will not be given into the hand of the king of Assyria. Do not listen to Hezekiah. For thus says the king of Assyria, make your peace with me and come out to me. Then each one of you will eat of his own vine, and each one of his own fig tree, and each one of you will drink the water of his own cistern, until I come and take you away to a land like your own land, a land of grain and wine, a land of bread and vineyards. Beware lest Hezekiah mislead you by saying, the Lord will deliver us. Has any of the gods of the nations delivered his land out of the hand of the king of Assyria? Where are the gods of Hamath and Arpad? Where are the gods of Sepharvaim? Have they delivered Samaria out of my hand? Who among all the gods of these lands have delivered their lands out of my hand? That the Lord should deliver Jerusalem out of my hand.
But they were silent,
with the
and answered
hands
him not a word.
on
For
Caroline and the
command
king's
was,
command.
do not answer
You
him.
nor hasten
Then
to
Eliakim the son of Hilkiah, who was
the
over the
Kaya
household,
and the
and Shebna
king
the
of
secretary,
Jews,
and Joah the
and
son of Asaph the recorder,
Joan and the
came to
Gara,
Hezekiah
and
with their
kings
clothes
of
torn,
Kaya,
and told him
and
the
your
words of the
altar and
Rabshakeh.
operation. Bueno, pues, ya, se cerró el telón.
Isaiah 37.
Isaiah.
As soon as King
I saw
Hezekiah
the
heard
king
it,
and the
he tore
robber
his
and
clothes
for
and covered himself with
enclosed in her
sackcloth, and went into the house of the
and
Lord.
cares in the Lord,
And he sent
and the
Eliakim, who
second
was over the
life,
household,
and
and
their
Shebna the
soul in
secretary,
shipments
and the
and
senior
care,
priests,
and
covered
saw
with
the
sackcloth,
praises and
to
the
the
cloth,
prophet Isaiah
and the
the son of
curse and say
Amos.
on the sun.
They said to him,
They said to him,
Thus says
and the
Hezekiah,
sun and the gate.
this day
This
is
is
a
the
day of
day and
distress,
more,
of rebuke and of
and the
disgrace.
redeer and the
Children have come to the
and
point of birth, and there is
countenance
no
and the Lord,
strength to bring them
and
forth.
grace.
It may be that the
It
Lord your
may
God will hear
and
the words of the
God hear, O
Rabshakeh,
Lord,
whom his master the
in
king of
cat the
Assyria has
max
sent to
and
mock the living God, and will
counselor
rebuke the
and the
words that
jeer
the
on the
Lord your
Lord,
God has heard.
in garden
Therefore, lift up
in
your
their
prayer for the
prayer
remnant that
from
is
the
left.
Lord.
when the servants
You're
of
the
King
servant
Hezekiah
and
came
king
to
of the
Isaiah,
sailor,
Isaiah said
and
to them,
say him,
Say to your master,
you say to
thus says the
master,
Lord,
and the
do not be
Lord,
afraid because
you
of the
gave to
words that you have heard,
Mason,
with which the young
you
men of the
gave
king
to
of Assyria have
Rishtius and the
reviled me.
Lord.
Behold, I will put a
Behold,
spirit in him,
he
so that he shall hear a
him,
rumor and
in
return to his
Romer,
own land,
and
and I will
blood.
make him fall by the sword in his own land.
The Rabshakeh
The
returned, and
gracious
found the king of Assyria fighting against Libnah, for he had heard that the king had
and
left
the king
Lachish.
of the worship
Now the king heard concerning Tirhakah, king of Cush.
of the
He has set out to fight against you.
to Mason.
And when he heard it, he sent messengers to
You sent the
Hezekiah, saying,
master,
Thus shall you
they
speak to
shall
Hezekiah, king of
and
Judah.
the Kaya
Do not
sir,
let your God in whom you trust deceive you by promising that Jerusalem will not be given into the hand of the king of Assyria. Behold, you have heard what the kings of Assyria have done to all lands, devoting them to destruction. And shall you be delivered? Have the gods of the nations delivered them? The nations that my fathers destroyed? Gozan, Haran, Reziph, and the people of Eden who were in Telassar. Where is the king of Hamath, the king of Arpad, the king of the city of Sepharvaim, the king of Hena, or the king of Ibah?
Hezekiah received the letter from the hand of the messengers and read it. And Hezekiah went up to the house of the Lord, and spread it before the Lord. And Hezekiah prayed to the Lord.
O Lord of hosts, God of Israel, enthroned above the cherubim,
You are the God, you alone of all the kingdoms of the
and
earth.
the kingdom of
You
the
have made
bird,
heaven and earth.
and the heaven, the
Incline
Lord,
your ear, O Lord, and hear.
and the
Open your
hill.
eyes, O Lord, and see, and hear all the words of Sennacherib, which he has said.
Sigamos.
Truly, O Lord, the kings of Assyria have laid waste all the nations and their lands, and have cast their gods into the fire. For they were no gods, but the work of men's hands, wood and stone. Therefore they were destroyed. So now, O Lord our God, save us from his hand, that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that you alone are the Lord.
Then Isaiah the son of Amos sent to Hezekiah, saying,
Thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, because you have prayed to me concerning Sennacherib, king of Assyria, this is the word that the Lord has spoken concerning him. She despises you, she scorns you, the virgin daughter of Zion, she wags her head behind you, the daughter of Jerusalem. Whom have you mocked and reviled? Against whom have you raised your voice and lifted your eyes to the heights? Against the Holy One of Israel. By your servants you have mocked the Lord, and you have said, with my many chariots I have gone up the heights of the mountains to the far recesses of Lebanon, to cut down its tallest cedars, its choicest cypresses, to come to its remotest height, its most fruitful forest. I dug wells and drank waters to dry up with the sole of my foot all the streams of Egypt. Have you not heard that I determined it long ago? I fortified cities crash into heaps of ruins, while their inhabitants, short of strength, are dismayed and confounded, and have become like plants of the field and like tender grass, like grass on the housetops, blighted before it has grown. I know you're sitting down and you're going out and coming in, and you're raging against me, because you have raged against me and your complacency has come to my ears. I will put my hook in your nose and my bit in your mouth, and I will turn you back on the way by which you came. And this shall be the sign for you. This year shall eat what grows of itself, and in the second year what springs from that. Then in the third year sow. And the surviving remnant of the house of Judah shall again take root downward and bear fruit upward. For out of Jerusalem shall go a remnant, and out of Mount Zion a band of survivors. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will do this. Therefore, thus says the Lord concerning the king of Assyria,
He shall not come into this city, or shoot an arrow there, or come before it with a shield, or cast up a siege mound against it. By the way that he came, by the same he shall return. And he shall not come into this city, declares the Lord. For I will defend this city to save it, for my own sake, and for the sake of my servant David.
And the angel of the Lord went out and struck down 185,000 in the camp of the Assyrians. And when people arose early in the morning, behold, these were all dead bodies. Then Sennacherib, king of Assyria, departed, and returned home, and lived at Nineveh. And as he was worshiping in the house of Nisroch his god, Adramelech and Sharezer his sons struck him down with the sword. And after they escaped into the land of Ararat, Esarhaddon his son reigned in his place.
He's playing.
Isaiah 38. In those days, Hezekiah became sick and was at the point of death. And Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amos, came to him and said to him,
Thus says the Lord,
This is the Lord.
set your house in order, or you shall die. You shall not recover.
Then Hezekiah turned his face to the wall and prayed to the Lord and said,
Please, O Lord, remember how I have walked before you in faithfulness and with a whole heart, and have done what is good in your sight.
And Hezekiah wept bitterly. Then the word of the Lord came to Isaiah.
Go and say to Hezekiah,
Thus says the Lord, the God of David your father, I have heard your prayer. I have seen your tears. Behold, I will add 15 years to your life. I will deliver you and this city out of the hand of the king of Assyria, and will defend this city. This shall be the sign to you from the Lord, that the Lord will do this thing that he has promised. Behold, I will make the shadow cast by the declining sun on the dial of Ahaz turn back 10 steps.
So the sun turned back on the dial the 10 steps by which it had declined. A writing of Hezekiah, king of Judah, after he had been sick and had recovered from his sickness.
I said, in the middle of my days I must depart. I am consigned to the gates of Sheol for the rest of my years. I said, I shall not see the Lord in the land of the living. I shall look on man no more among the inhabitants of the world. My dwelling is plucked up and removed from me like a shepherd's tent. Like a weaver I have rolled up my life. He cuts me off from the loom, from day to night. You bring me to an end. I calmed myself until morning. Like a lion he breaks all my bones. From day to night you bring me to an end. Like a swallow or a crane I chirp. I moan like a dove. My eyes are weary with looking upward. Oh Lord, I am oppressed. Be my pledge of safety. What shall I say? For he has spoken to me, and he himself has done it. I walk slowly all my years because of the bitterness of my soul. O Lord, by these things men live, and in all these is the life of my spirit. Oh, restore me to health, and make me live. Behold, it was for my welfare that I had great bitterness. But in love you have delivered my life from the pit of destruction, for you have cast all my sins behind your back. For Sheol does not thank you, death does not praise you. Those who go down to the pit do not hope for your faithfulness. The living, he thanks you, as I do this day. The Father makes known to the children your faithfulness. The Lord will save me, and we will play my music on stringed instruments all the days of our lives at the house of the Lord.
Now Isaiah had said,
Let them take a cake of figs and apply it to the boil, that he may recover.
Hezekiah also had said,
What is the sign that I shall go up to the house of the Lord?
Isaiah 39. At that time, Merodach-Baladan, the son of Baladan, king of Babylon, sent envoys with letters and a present to Hezekiah, for he heard that he had been sick and had recovered. And Hezekiah welcomed him gladly, and he showed them his treasure house, the silver, the gold, the spices, the precious oil, his whole armory, all that was found in his storehouses. There was nothing in his house or in all his realm that Hezekiah did not show them. Then Isaiah the prophet came to King Hezekiah and said to him,
What did these men say, and from where did they come to you?
Hezekiah said,
They've come to me from a far country, from Babylon.
He said,
What have they seen in your house?
Hezekiah answered,
They have seen all that is in my house. There is nothing in my storehouses that I did not show them.
Then Isaiah said to Hezekiah,
Hear the word of the Lord of hosts. Behold, the days are coming when all that is in your house, and that which your fathers have stored up till this day, shall be carried to Babylon. Nothing shall be left, says the Lord. And some of your own sons who will come from you, whom you will father, shall be taken away, and they shall be eunuchs in the palace of the king of Babylon.
Then said Hezekiah to Isaiah,